Seahawks Today is your off-season headquarters as we're talking everything you need to know about your Seattle Seahawks all off-season long from – let me try that again. Excuse me. Let me take a drink and – there we go. All right, take two. Try again. Seahawks Today is your off-season headquarters as we're talking everything you need to know when it comes to the draft, free agency, trades, and more. And here's what I want to do. I want to see if we can get 50 subs off today's video. If you want the best Seahawks off-season coverage on YouTube, you got to lock us in. You got to subscribe now. Join the family. We'll get started with today's show. We're talking hot seat candidates today. Who's hot? Who's not? I got three players that are already on the hot seat for your Seattle Seahawks under new head coach Mike Macdonald. We will go over the list and explain one by one their situations that they are in at the moment. Let's get started with the obvious name. That is safety Jamal Adams. And this is really a surprise to no one. But here's one angle I want to bring up when it comes to Jamal Adams. Besides what you guys know of the lack of production on the field, being a liability and all that, okay? We know about the injuries, and he's missed a lot of time over the last couple of seasons. Everyone knows about that. But can we talk about the off-the-field stuff for a second? Has everybody already forgotten about when Jamal Adams left his teammates before the Monday Night Football game against Philly and how inexcusable, how unacceptable that was for him not to be there for his team? Have we forgotten about that and how embarrassing that was and how much of a lack of character that was for Jamal Adams? How about when he made fun of that New York Jets reporter's wife and called her ugly earlier this year as well? I am very concerned about the character issues with Jamal Adams. And Pete was a player's guy. He had Jamal's back and all that. Now this new administration, Mike Macdonald owes no loyalty to Jamal Adams. His antics, the way he handles himself and carries himself on the field, that won't fly. That won't be it won't be acceptable. The play on the field is bad enough as is. You guys know it. You see the statistics. I mean, we've told you about the PFF numbers last year, how bad they were other than his pass rush grade. Jamal Adams, it's not, if he's going to stick around with this Seattle Seahawks team, it's going to need to be not just Jamal Adams stepping up with his on-field performance and being available, getting healthy, but he's got to step up as a man. He's got to be a better person in 2024 if he wants to stick around and be on this Seattle Seahawks team going forward. What do you guys think? Is he going to be on the Seahawks roster week one? Or pin comment today. Weigh in, let us know what you think. Why for yes and for no. Will Jamal Adams be on the Seahawks roster week one? Let us know what you think. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Football season may be over, but the action on the floor is heating up. Whether it's tournament season or the fight for playoff home court, there's no shortage of high-stakes basketball moments this time of year. Get in on the excitement with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app, where you can turn your hoops knowledge into serious cash. Prize Picks even offers injury insurance so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, that player projection won't count against you and the rest of your entry stays live. I've had a lot of luck with NASCAR Prize Picks lately, but I'm already looking ahead to baseball season. I got Grayson Rodriguez of the Baltimore Orioles to have more than 180.5 strikeouts. I got Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners to have more than 168.5 hits. If both those hit, let's say we put $20 down, we're making $60 on Prize Picks. Play along with me. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match. Next on the list is Geno Smith. Now, all signs, all indications are that Geno Smith is likely to return to the Seahawks in 2024. But as far as his leash and how much pull he has with the Seahawks, that seems to be in question going forward. The leash, I don't expect to be as long without Pete Carroll calling the shots anymore. I don't think that he's got that guy in his corner anymore. That guy to sit there and have his back. Like John Schneider has never been that guy for Geno. Mike Macdonald, when he was asked about Geno Smith a couple weeks ago, he kind of gave a half-ass answer. He's like, well, we've played against him a couple times and all that. He was never committed to Geno Smith. In fact, if Geno struggles and doesn't look the part, let's say they go draft their quarterback in the future, whatever it may be this year, I don't think it would be long at all before they would start to look at other options and see what else they could do instead of Geno Smith personally. You look at the numbers last year, down quite a bit from what they were in 2022. And you got to be thinking, it's a new system in place. You would hope that he could perform at a high level and step back up to numbers that were similar to what we saw in 2022. But if he doesn't, when do the Seahawks start to consider their other options beyond Geno Smith here? I think that not having Pete Carroll around, we're going to see Geno Smith very tested in 2024. Do you believe in Geno? Are you sold that he's the right guy for this Seahawks team? B for believe, D for don't. Weigh in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Last on the hot seat candidates today. This one might come as a shocker. And this one is Riq Woolen. Let me explain why. I feel like today's show can be kind of a wake-up call for Riq Woolen. If Riq is watching, pay attention. If somebody knows Riq, get this message out to him. Because let's make this very clear. Riq Woolen, fantastic rookie season. 2023, however, was a sophomore slump. And he got outplayed by Mike Jackson in about every single way. And there was something that was infuriating, I think, for Seahawk fans from Riq Woolen last year. His tackling was cheeks. It was ass. He sucked when it came to tackling last year. And with the emphasis on defense and being physical, like Mike Macdonald wants to do, the effort that he put out there as a tackler, that is not going to fly in 2024. And if you want any further statistics of how bad Riq Woolen was when it came to tackling, he missed 20% of his tackle attempts in 2023. And his tackle number dropped by as much as 10%. Now, let me make one thing clear. One thing very clear when it comes to Riq Woolen. I am not sitting here and saying that Riq Woolen is getting cut or traded or anything like that. But you think about Devin Witherspoon, his role should increase. Okay. Trey Brown had a solid year. We mentioned Mike Jackson outplayed him last year. If he's going to have a sorry-ass effort when it comes to tackling, and if he's going to continue on the downward spiral from last year, he could find himself on the bench. He could see playing time taken away. So, Riq Woolen, I want to know, are you going to be the version we saw your rookie season, or are you going to be the guy we saw last year? Because the Seahawks can't have the guy we saw last year. We got to see him play to his full potential, to the guy that he was that rookie season and build beyond that. Think about this as a rookie, too. He was a very good tackler. He's got the size, the frame to be a good tackler. Put some damn effort in and get it right, Riq. Get it right. What's your confidence level? Riq's going to turn it around and get to be the player that he's supposed to be. I think he'll get it done. I think he'll turn around. I'll put about an 8 or 9. But this needs to be a wake-up call because he needs to figure it the hell out right now. Scale it for me in the comment section, your confidence level. Appreciate you joining us here on Seahawks today. We keep it 100 here on the channel like no one else does. Subscribe now. Lock us in all off season long. We'll see you next time.